Welcome back. We are continuing on our Eden Prime mission. I haven't actually looked at the journal yet to see exactly what we're supposed to be doing. It does say that we were supposed to speak to the captain. We did. We started headed to the dig site, and the reason we now have this continue to the dig site, is that the journal now actually writes in that Jenkins has died. So, not very pleasant. We don't yet have any assignments, and that's good. So we have we have the ability to just focus on the one thing we need to do here. I'm pulling out my sniper rifle. No particular reason. This looks like the bright armored lady. And she seems to be pretty handy with a pistol. That guy was in the video too. What are they going to do to him, I wonder? Oh god, no. Yeah, we wouldn't live through that. These are not nice folks. They seem to have light bulbs for heads. I suppose that's convenient. Okay, I can't see the enemies because I'm too far away. I mean, I can't see the red triangles anymore, but I can see approximately where they are. There they are. See, as we take damage, the sniper rifle gets even wonkier than usual. And I got a hit! Yay! Let's go help her a little closer. She must have got the other one.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was going to make it.
So we're going to store our weapons, and we're going to chit-chat right out here in the open. I'm sure that'll be fine, right?
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Alright, this is a freebie, as you want to build a reputation. This gives you 2 Paragon points, but this doesn't give you any Renegade points, so anytime we encounter freebies, I'm grabbing them.
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Okay, this is a, it's not a freebie. This gives you 2 Paragon, this gives you 2 Renegade. I am down a squad mate, and I found this woman who is, appears to be the only one left in her squad. So there's a good chance I will be able to take her on. I'm wondering if I should transfer the tough love approach I took to Jenkins. After all, she could be a soldier like he was. I might need her to be focused.
You just left the rest of your unit behind to die?
We held our position as long as we could. The Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
So not only did she snap at me a little bit when I snapped at her, but she took a step forward. That's kind of spunky, I like. This is another freebie, and because this doesn't give you any Paragon, this and another choice will give me 2 free Renegade, and that's, of course, I'm going to take that.
Lieutenant Alenko and I will take care of this.
Let me come with you, ma'am. The Geth slaughtered my unit. Give me a chance to get even.
She knows the area, Commander, and we could use the extra firepower.
Just don't forget who's in charge.
Understood, Commander. You give the orders and I'll follow them.
So we've now exhausted all of our reputation building that we can do. So now we can just now get some more information. What does she know about this enemy we're facing?
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, But I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
That's a curious comment that Caden just made, because when we saw Nihilus jump out of the ship, he was carrying a shotgun in his hand and he had nothing on his back, so don't know what that's all about.
Move out!
Okay, so this is a strange thing, because when we pick up Ashley as a squad mate, she gives us a little gift. And every time I play this game, it's almost always this, an assault rifle that is a Banshee 3. So it's a pretty good gift that she gives us. I have seen it as a Banshee 4 one time, but I've also seen it as a pistol and like a weapons mod. I mean, so it can be, it's not the same thing every time, but it typically is this for me anyway. And there's my 2 Paragon and my 4 Renegade for that conversation we just had. So let's first of all check out this assault rifle. That's better than mine, but keep in mind I'm only got 2 guns that I'm trained in. That's the pistol and the sniper rifle. Ashley, in fact, is the only one who's trained for the assault rifle. So we're just going to give the gift that she gave us right back to her, like that. And so yeah, she's going to use that for a while now, because it may be a while before we see level 3 drops like that. Is there anything? There's no weapon upgrades yet, and I've already used up all our ammo upgrades. Okay, and you saw that I just melted her old assault rifle away. Whenever you do that, it turns into 4 units of Omnigel. And so yeah, I'll be doing that kind of frequently, especially with this low level stuff that isn't worth a lot of money. Alright, is there anything we can do here? We can give her toxic seals. I suppose that can't hurt, so why not? And we also can level her up. She gets 4 points, so everybody that joins your squad immediately gets the number of points that are available for squad mates. And everybody levels up at the same time, even though not necessarily the same rate. The most important things we're going to be chasing with her are this one, equip heavy armor, and this one right here, immunity. Those are really good things for her. But also we want definitely a point here, because the first point in soldier gives you 3 health per second health regeneration, so we definitely want that. And then of course assault rifles, this is what the game's suggested that Jenkins get, so we're definitely going to get him that. But instead of putting a point there, I'm going to put the 2 remaining points here, because I do want those other 2 things very badly. Alright, and everybody else is already leveled up. We're actually close to the next leveling up, so we'll be able to do that a little bit more. And one other thing I forgot to do is Ashley, unlike Jenkins, does get a toggle helmet option, so it wasn't something specific to the soldier class that kept us from being able to take his helmet off. My guess is that the game knew that he wasn't going to be around very long, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Okay, hammerhead rounds and anti-personnel rounds, ammo upgrades. We're going to take those. Let's take a peek. I'm a pistol user with no upgrades yet. Hammerhead rounds add force to the they flatten on impact, increasing amount of force. And it doesn't say anything about adding heat, so that's good. I think I'll take that. And my sniper rifle can do additional damage against organics, so this won't be useful against the synthetic enemies we're facing, but why not? I don't think it actually makes it less effective against synthetic enemies. Hopefully. Oh, and we picked up a grenade from that crate as well, which means we're now back up to 5 grenades. This is one of like 2 crates in the game that always has the exact same item in it. So this armor is always here. Even if you replay the game as a high-level Shepherd, you'll find a Scorpion 1 in here. Of course, as a high-level Shepherd, Scorpion 1 won't have any use for you at all, but look at this improvement right now from my Onyx 1 starter armor. More than double damage protection, a lot more shields, a lot more tech biotic protection. It's better in every single way I want it. The only thing I lose is that N7 logo. I do have fealty towards people who think that N7 logo has to stay there, but I'm too squishy. I need the protection, so I'm going to wear it. Okay.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Come on, they'll just put people to work. They'll rebuild it. It'll be fine.
We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
I mean, are the Geth moving in, or are they just killing people? I mean, I don't know.
Over there!
Yeah. Got some more enemies here. Okay, now notice that enemy right there is now behind a rock. So if we were to try to use a tech talent or a biotic talent on him, it can't find him, and that's because there's an obstruction in the way. And what would happen is that talent would be the force would be pressed to the rock, or the tech mine would be laid right there on the rock. So there's really no point in doing that. So I'm going to just wait patiently for him to come back into range here, which he will do. Oh, we got another enemy coming up first. And since I'm in cover, there's really no danger right now to taking any damage. Let's take out his shield. Maybe that was keeping him from moving up on us. Or maybe he just has infinite patience. Because I don't, apparently. I'm going to now put on a barrier, so I'm a little more vulnerable now. Stormed. Oops. Okay, I did not mean to jump out of cover there. Okay, now I can do this. Okay, so that guy's now out in the open, so if I want to use throw, you can see it affects him. And I've leveled up. Alright, this guy's about to come out of cover, so Caden's throw will now work. And that actually killed him. Is the last enemy going to come meet us? I think he is moving our direction. I overheated my weapon, and right now I couldn't fire it.
Area secured.
Until now I could fire it, but didn't need it because all the enemies were killed. It's kind of handy when the squad mates do that. It tells you that you can now save your game, which is kind of nice. Okay, switch back to the pistol and reholster my weapon. Alright, so all this time our only mission has been to get to the dig site, which I believe we are now in front of. Yeah, so we're right here, and that's where the dig site is. So I think we were supposed to meet Nihilus here. I don't see him. And we were supposed to find a beacon here. Yeah, I was about to say too.
Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
So they're not really talking about the beacon. They're talking about the fact that that they put one of her squad mates up on one of those spikes and basically hung him out to dry.
That man was still alive when they stuck him on the spike.
Yes, he was.
Killing us isn't enough. The Geth want us to suffer.
It does seem that way. Where is the beacon?
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Alright. So we've...
Plan, Shepard. It's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Alright, that's why Nihilus wasn't here. He's still ahead of us. And now we are heading to the research camp so we can investigate it. And here's a crate with a pistol and 2 shotguns. Now I don't... Ashley she's trained in shotguns, but I'm not going to put any points in there for her. I want her to use assault rifles. Pistol might be better. Pistol's right here, so it's got more damage, but it is less accurate. For me, accuracy is really important. I'm not so sure it's as important for the squad mates. So, oops, I'm going to go ahead and equip the more damaged wielding pistol for Caden to use. And get rid of the old one. And we continue to climb a little bit on Omnigel as I do that. She said up the ramp, so we must be going this way. And my guess is if we looked at the map, yes, we're heading towards a camp. And I see smoke.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
And I see more spikes, except, yeah, I was going to say, they look like they're glowing a little bit. Yeah, glowing quite a lot.
Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
This cannot be good. And for some reason I restole my weapon as a result of that cutscene. Okay, this is a husk. Husks are not fun enemies to deal with. Husks have shields. Husks have, oops, he's actually still alive somehow. Good lord, did he take a lot of... He's gonna fall right into me there. Luckily, once you're dead, you don't actually have any mass anymore in this game. Alright, maybe some biotic talents would be more useful now. Caden seems to be lined up with these guys. And indeed, he managed to knock them both on their ass. That gives us a lot more time to cope with these guys. I have to watch my heat meter. And I have a throw too, so I might as well use it. Okay, that guy got killed from my throw, and then that guy got killed from my weapon. And you can see I took a little health damage there just because their static discharge thing that they do is quite potent, especially in the higher difficulties. Fire isn't good for you either. And luckily, because I have that Krogan ally achievement, I've regained my health. Okay, Ashley has something new to say.
It must take a few hours for the spikes to turn people into husks.
Oh yeah, so that guy we saw get impaled, he will turn into one of those eventually. That's not good.
Now we know what those spikes are for. Turning our own dead against us.
Yeah, so those spikes turn people into husks, and they're dangerous. We get an assault rifle and a sniper rifle. So we got a Banshee 3, so I'm pretty sure that's not going to be any better than what Ashley's already using. And indeed it's not. It's actually not bad. The Avenger 2 might actually be better than this Banshee 3, but it's not better now, so I'm going to melt it away. We also got a sniper rifle, which is, I'm the one who can use that. It's got 10 more points of damage, but at the cost of 6 points of accuracy. It's too wobbly. No. I'm going to give up the damage to have the better accuracy. I'd rather have the shots hit and do the damage than miss and not do anything. Alright, this must be the research camp. Anytime you see a building like this, you should always go into it, because you'll find stuff like this usually inside. Another shotgun, we don't care. And some money and some metagel. And a grenade and some omnigel. So we've now found 3 grenades. It's pretty good. I used to have squad mates. Not sure why they're delaying but over there, but who cares.
That door, it's closed. Security locks engaged.
Alright, there's the other building, and I can see through the slats that there are people inside. You can see the face right there, and another face right there. So they look human. Let's go see if we can help them out here. Welcome to the decryption minigame. You get 15 seconds to do that. Get that triangle into the center of the circle, and you get XP every time you do that. So we are gonna decrypt everything in this game. One thing I want to do before we step inside, because now that door can be open, I want to take a quick peek at the squad screen again. Oh, we did level up. I'm really bad about once you level up to actually make use of it. Notice that we're now starting into the second block here, so we're getting pretty close to that 10%. We also got a couple Paragon points, so that line's a little thicker. Still, but no points yet in Charm or Intimidate. But we are now at level 3, and I want to continue chasing Lift, and now I want to chase getting an Advanced Sabotage as soon as possible. blockade, and of course now, just in the nick of time, I have electronics available. So we are now able to open more stuff, and that's good. And Ashley gets 2 points, and we still want heavy armor and fitness for her. So on the way to heavy armor, we get shield boost, and we get adrenaline burst. Adrenaline burst, I'm not sure this is that useful for a soldier. I guess, I mean, if I asked her to use overkill, and she used it in battle, and then we were waiting for it to recharge, we could use adrenaline burst to reset that. But I don't think adrenaline burst works across the party, which is really too bad. That'd be nice if it did, because then you could use it as a way to reset all your powers, but I think it only resets hers. That's a pity. Okay, let's go in the building.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
This is a freebie, 2 Paragon.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Well, one thing you could say about Manuel is he knows how to stay focused, that's for sure.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are 2 sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
And this is a freebie of 9 Renegade points. Getting 9 Renegade points for a single action usually means doing something that would make a kind person go, whoa, no, I can't do that. And most times, people don't do that, but I want these points really bad.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my god! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
Just a little bump on the head. Let him sleep it off.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
So, I mean, did you hear how Jennifer Hale delivered that line? Say goodnight, Manuel. When I heard that, I knew that most of my shepherds would be femsheps. I just loved the way she delivered that line. Okay, we're done in here.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
Yeah, 2 Paragon and 9 Renegade. And look what this did for me. Yay, I get 2 extra ranks of Intimidate and the first free point. Yay. So yeah, we reached that 10% mark with that one action. And this is going to come in real handy really soon. All right. Take us to the spaceport, Williams, I said. Are you looking at the spaceport? No, you're looking at a fire, like a frog might do. I'll take us to the spaceport. Don't worry. Oh, we finally see what Nihilus has been up to.
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Oh, yeah, that didn't sound good.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a huge squid.
Shit! Look at the size of it!
Finally, some action.
Man, oh man. Woohoo, that was kind of close. 3 husks. We had both throws were recharging. I wasn't quite sure how much damage the sabotage was going to do, but apparently it was enough. And I had forgotten that I have now unlocked overload with Caden, so that might have come in handy as well. But we seem to have gotten through it. You notice that I killed all those Geth by shooting that one thing down there. There was some sort of little gadget there. Oops, and I see guns being shot. Heavy armor Krogan. This is a bit of a spoiler. We don't even know what a Krogan is, and it looks like we're going to be collecting armor that we could potentially equip on a Krogan. And indeed we will. I'm getting another sniper rifle and another pistol. So let's take a peek here at whether any of these are any good. I do get more damage, but at less accuracy again. No. And the sniper rifle, the Reaper has 20. Oh, but look at how bad the accuracy is. No, 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 no. Alright, I don't see any enemies on my radar screen. So I know that they're shooting at legit enemies down there, but we're actually a bit far away from them. And it's kind of strange that the squad mates can actually detect them. Oops, I'm going to just restow my weapon for a moment. Alright. And we've picked up our 4th grenade. And another bit of Omnigel. And we're yet at another container. Which, if you look through the slats again, I can see people standing inside there. Alright, I'm going to be starting to talk a little bit about the, we're going to get to our first consequence of not being able to use a conversational talent here. And I kind of want to devote the next video to, well, have all of that in the next video. So I think we're going to cut it off here, and we'll pick it up from here. Let me save again first. Don't ever forget to save. That way, if you foul up the next video, you can at least restart and pretend like it never happened. Okay, we'll pick it up from here next time.